Okay, time for some man time. We live in an era where mental illness is a very, very serious thing. Mental illness is a serious thing. However, I think most people don't understand what mental illness is. In fact, I'm certain of it. I myself has struggled with what we call a form of mental illness. In fact, everyone has suffered with what we now call a form of mental illness, which means mental illness is actually natural. It's a natural occurrence. But we treat it as if it's something that is abnormal. Insecurity is a mental illness. Severe insecurity is a mental illness. Being a spoiled brat is a mental illness. In fact, being a spoiled brat leads to personality disorder. When you can see life through a lens that does not truly exist, where you believe that the way your parents love you and the way that your parents treat you and the way that your parents endear you, that somehow the world is going to love you and treat you and endear you in the same manner, it means you have a mental illness. Your father and mother probably loves you for free. Your father and mother loves you just because you were born. But the world, however, does not love your father and mother just for being born. Only their fathers and mothers do. Only their grandmothers and grandfathers do. Only their brothers and sisters do. Just like you. But your father and mother don't even love each other that way. They both had to perform something for one another in order for the other to love the other. Or the one. Which means teaching you that all you have to do is be born and they'll love you is a lie. And when you learn to believe a lie, when you learn to believe a lie, when you learn to know a lie, it is essentially personality disorder and schizophrenia. I know. You never looked at it like that, huh? Believing a lie, something that does not exist, you believe it does. You have learned to construct in your mind that you see something that is not truly there. It's called schizophrenia. To believe that you are treated or supposed to be treated or feel some kind of way based on an outside source is called personality disorder. To not be able to shake it, to not be able to see anything other than what you believe is called narcissism. I know you can break this shit down mathematically because it's actually mathematical, but most of us don't understand it. And what is the root cause of all of those things? Lack of self-confidence. Insecurity. Your lack of self-confidence means you're confident in someone else. Now make that make sense. You can be confident in someone else. How? How can you be confident in someone else but not confident in yourself? It means you don't know who you are. It means you believe that who you believe in is you. It's why you love your mother, because your mother is empathetic to all of your imperfections. Even though you yourself aren't empathetic to anyone else's imperfections to the degree where you'll overlook it no matter what. So that means if your mother's a 10, you're less than a 10. If you won't do what she does for everybody else because only she does it for you and her children and no one else, you see the lies versus lies and versus lies. It's very confusing. Confusion is mental illness. I know. I had to get myself out of my mental illness because of it. I know. When you want someone to be what you want them to be other than be what they are or who they are, That's mental illness. When you expect someone to do and be something that you don't want to do and be for yourself or for them, it is mental illness. When you think you should be treated in a way that you don't treat others, or in a way that you perceive that you treat others, what it means is you think that you can determine what other people should accept from you, but they don't get from you what they want for themselves. It is mental illness. We can go on and on and on and on and on and on, but to see life only through your purview is mental illness. Anywho, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's get the conversation started. I'd like to know, have you learned to tap into and tackle your mental illness, or are you still willing to let your mental remain ill? And until next time, man, time out.